Hello and welcome to the LeafSolution Micromesh Gutter Guard installation video. This video has been shot close up to the gutter because everything you're going to need to know is taking place right up here along the gutter and along the gutter guard. Let's start with some basics. First off, you're going to notice that I'm going to take the gutter guard off. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure the gutter is completely clean of any debris that has collected there and the water is moving freely. Secondly, you may need to adjust your gutter guard brackets or potentially even rehang a section of gutter to ensure that the LeafSolution gutter guard will fit properly. Those are the first two most important things. Once the gutters have been cleaned and you've reset any brackets that were needed or you've reset the gutter to make sure the LeafSolution will fit, we're ready to move on to the next step. Now, what is important to note from here is on this roof pitch, it is about 8 degrees. For LeafSolution, anything 10 degrees or under, you're ready to go. For any roof that is 10 degrees or steeper, you're going to need to bend the LeafSolution panel, which is very easy to do, as you can see here. Now, this bend that I've made is going to allow the water to come down and hit an angle, forcing it through the micromesh. On a pitch that's steeper than 10 degrees, the water has a tendency to just run straight over. With a simple bend like this, you'll have taken care of that problem. And now we're ready to install the panels. For every 5-foot piece of LeafSolution micromesh panel, you'll want 3 screws. 1 at each end and 1 in the middle. This is a short piece, so I've just got 2 at each end, which will hold it down just fine, and that's all you need to install this panel. So I'll put the screws in now. And there you have it, a fully installed LeafSolution panel. This is obviously a short piece, but you can see how much coverage you can get by installing 5-foot sections. Now let's talk about seaming the LeafSolution panels. As you can see on the right here, I have a LeafSolution panel with a factory cut on the left side. Right next to it, I'm going to place a LeafSolution panel with a factory cut on the right side. Now this will be the easiest way to get a nice clean butt edge. The other way to do this is to cut these panels. You're going to want to use a chop saw with a steel carbide blade. That's going to be the best way to get a nice clean cut. You can also use snips. It will just take a little bit longer. But when you're butting these panels together, the best thing to do is put a little bit of sealant. This is a gutter sealant right here. Just a little dab along the front edge there. You don't need any more than that. And that'll just seal that. And remember, this panel is already sitting back a 1/16 of an inch from the lip of the gutter. So let's say I was installing this. Now if I bring this one over, because I have a factory cut, this is going to be a nice clean seam. So let's just say, just like that, I don't want any more than a 1/16 of an inch gap right here. This right here is giving me a nice, perfect, clean seam with 2 LeafSolution panels that are ready to screw in. And that's how you want to seam the LeafSolution panels. Now let's talk about the end caps. As you can see here, I have a cut end cap that's been taken from an uncut, ready to go out of the box end cap for under shingle mounted LeafSolution. The end cap can be done in a couple different ways. For this end cap, I measured the distance from the gutter end cap to where it meets the shingle. That'll give me this angle along the back. I mark that and make a cut up in the back here. Then all I need to do is rest the end cap against the LeafSolution here and trace this angle here. That will give me this line. Then I cut all the way down and I have my end cap ready to go. So just 2 measurements needed. This distance, if there's any angle here, and this angle here can be traced. My end cap is then snugged on, sealant inside, rivets, or a seamer, and I'm all set to go with a tight, snug fit. Another way to put an end cap would be to turn the factory end cap around that has not been cut yet and create something like this. Because I have a rather large angle here, this can be difficult to achieve, but This tab can be folded back and tucked inside the gutter here, and this end cap could be made to fit, just like this. Again, two different ways to cut an end cap. This one is pre-cut and ready to go. Snugs right on, gives me a nice clean fit. As you can see, once the end cap is installed snugly, I now have a nice, completely enclosed system. When installing leaf solution on an inside or outside corner of a gutter section, you'll be using one of our miters. Our miters are professional grade, designed for high capacity to take large volumes of water. In this situation, we have an inside 90-degree miter. We also have an outside 90-degree miter, along with a handful of other miters to handle high volumes of water with the Leaf Solution system. Please see our miter and accessory video in the link right here. Okay, today we're here installing Leaf Solution gutter guards on this run of gutter. The first thing I'm going to do with my gloved hands is just clean out this section. You always want to clean out the section of the gutter you're going to be installing on. There's a lot of different ways to do this, but just for these purposes, I'm just going to throw this crap in a plastic bag. Wow. See, this is why you want gutter guards. Okay, now that we have the gutter clean, the next thing you want to do for leaf solution, for under the shingle, you're going to loosen this row of shingles right here. Okay? Leaf solution panel. Slide it under the shingles here. Sixteenth of an inch back from the front. Got a little bounce little dip right here. The water comes down and straight through. Got a factory cut there. Okay, now that we've got the gutter all clean and our first leaf solution panel bent to the angle of the roof, because this degree is a little more than 10. We've got our panel sitting in the gutter, 1/16 of an inch back from the lip. Going to put a dab of gutter sealant right here at the seam. That'll prevent drips from going over the front. This is just your regular OSI quad sealant. Now, we'll start with a screw. I've got my first screw. It's going to go on the edge here. And these are self-tapping screws, so it should go right through. 1/16 of an inch back. That's it, right there. I'll put one more of these in. Okay, now I have a little sealant remaining here. Here's my other piece. I used white just to show you two different colors. Obviously, you could use any of the colors we have on the roof that you're working on. Going under the shingle, which I've already popped up. I've already bent this panel to the edge of the roof. I have two factory seams sitting in there, just like that. Now, I could correct that and give this a fresh cut and make it even cleaner, but we want that to be as tight as we can get it. A little less than 1/16 of an inch is great. For demonstration purposes, this will be fine just to show you how to install these panels. Now, we've got this buttered up together, and I have sealant right there. I get another screw in here. Since those screws are self-tapping, they work really, really well. Put another screw in here just to hold it in place. And that is putting two leaf solution panels in right next to each other. You could put a little sealant right here if you wanted to. That's it. That's how easy leaf solution goes on. Just make sure you're 1/16 of an inch off the front. That's two leaf solution panels on here's 5-inch K-style gutter.